Hello, I'm back in the fabric room. I'm going to walk you through how I created a template so I could fold my fabric to fit perfectly in this little cubby. And as you can see, I have a lot more cubbies to organize, and baskets, and shelves. So all of them are going to require different size templates. So let's get started figuring out what we need. First off, I'm going to remove a stack of fabric. So you can see that these are folded, not too bad. Some of them have bits that are stuffed into the sides and crevices of that cubby, little bits here. But I would like them to all fit neatly like their brethren over there. Now I created my first template out of a sheet of plastic that I happen to have. I'm not even sure why I originally purchased this sheet, but it has come in handy for this. But let me just show you that there is room on either side of the template, and there is also some depth. That is because you do not want your template to be exactly the same size as the cubby where your fabric is going to go. You need to allow space for the folding, and if you have pieces that have a lot of yardage as opposed to maybe a half a yard or 1 yard pieces, you're also going to need some room on the sides for that folding. So the fabric will be folding around on the edges, and you'll need space within the cubby to accommodate that. So once you have your area, take your handy tape measure. This is about 9.5 inches wide and about 11.5 inches deep. So I have cut my template to be 9 inches wide by 11 inches. Once you measure, then figure that you can go about 1/2 inch to 1 inch narrower and about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch shallower than the surface that you're trying to fill. Let's see how some reorganization and refolding fills this area a little bit better. I may find I have a little bit more room. All right, so I have folded all the fabric that were in these cubbies. And now I'm going to do the area right above the cubbies. So to calculate how wide I need to fold these fabrics, because I have 4 stacks of fabrics across an area where below I have 3. So these will need to be narrower. Let me go ahead and remove these yellow and orange fabrics so you can see the shelf a little better. A hot mess. You can hopefully see that this is an entire shelf. It's actually the side of this unit. I've just turned this unit on its side to make 3 cubbies, and there's enough room, since there's no dividers, to have 4. So to calculate how wide I needed to fold these fabrics, I measured the length of this shelf. It was 32 inches. I would have 4 stacks of fabric. 32 divided by 4 is 8. And because I want the finished width to be 1/8, I need to cut the template a little bit smaller. Now, I'm not cutting up the template that I've already used. I want to hang on to that because, of course, as I put new fabric into here or rearrange the fabric, I may need to refold it. So I need to cut a new template. And I don't really have enough of that plastic, but that's okay because you don't have to use the plastic. I'm going to use a piece of cardboard. I am cutting it to the same depth, which is 11 inches, because this is the same depth as these shelves, which were about 11 3/4 inches. So about 7.5 by 11 is how large I'm going to cut that cardboard. Well, I've already cut it because I already folded these. So let's go fold all those yellows and oranges. I hope you were inspired by that, and now you know how to make your own template based on the size of the area you have. I still have a lot of work to go, but I think I'm going to call it quits for today. Maybe I'll tackle it again tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can see my progress as I continue to tackle my fabric disorder.